Hi, and welcome to PDQPD. Recently, I've had a number of questions about attaching videos into documents and just hyperlinking in general. So today, I thought I would make the hyperlink the topic of our PDQPD. So the process of hyperlinking, in its essence, is bringing in outside internet resources into a document so that the recipient can click on those links and go directly to that outside resource. Let me show you how that can work. There's a couple ways you can enter that information. The first is direct entry. I'm going to use a Google document here, but the same thing applies to whether in the Microsoft environment or a Gmail, etc. As an example of direct entry, I'm going to type in a website address. You can see as soon as I type the website address in and click return, it recognizes this as an internet link and hyperlinks it. It links it to that resource. If I were to receive this document, I would click on this address. It would give me the link. I could click on the link, and it would take me directly to this resource. That's direct entry. Sometimes you may have an address that's a lot longer than that, and you can't remember the address, or it's just not convenient to do that. Another method is you could simply copy and paste. So I've clicked on a website here that has a little bit longer address, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this, go back to my document, and simply paste. When I hit return, it recognizes it as a web page. That makes it a little bit easier. The Google document will also recognize other forms of web addresses besides just a website. For example, if I were to type in my email address, as soon as I hit return, it recognizes this as an email address and links it accordingly. It will even do something like a Twitter handle, but there's an extra step involved here. Let me type in a Twitter handle. Now when I hit return, it doesn't automatically link it. And this is where the hyperlink button comes in. I'm going to select this, and if you will look up here, I'm going to zoom in on this so you can see it. There's a little button here that looks like a chain. That's our hyperlink button. And you can see it says insert link. I'll click on that. And the first thing that it does is it recognizes this as a Twitter address. You can click on that and link it to Twitter. Not only can you do website addresses, emails, Twitter addresses, but documents also have website addresses. I'm going to choose this document. This is our acceptable use policy. And since it came from my Google Drive, it has a long address here. I can choose that address. Again, copy it, bring it into my document, paste, hit return, and it recognizes it as a web address. And I could go to that document simply by clicking on this link. If you were making resources for your students and you had a number of documents on a page, this might look confusing because, frankly, this is just a bunch of letters. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to delete all of this, and I'm going to show you something that makes this feature a lot more useful. I'm going to type in direct words, acceptable use policy. My next step is I'm going to hyperlink these, but I'm going to hyperlink the address to these words. The first thing I do is select the words. I go back here to my link button. And it'll give me some options here because it's Google, but I don't want to use any of those options. I've already copied my link to my document, so now I'm going to paste the link to the document. Click Apply. Now, these words are linked to the actual document. If you were to have a list of acceptable use policy, reading assignment, video, you could link them to those words and the students would know what they were clicking on. That's basically how you hyperlink. Now I want to show you one other thing, and this is how to link a video. I'm going to go to YouTube here, and I've got a video that I've already pre-selected, and this is a video on the solar system. And as you can see up here, you have, at the top, you have a web address. You could click on that, copy it, and link it, and it would link directly to this YouTube video. There's a second way you can do that. You can click on the share button. The share button gives you this same address, and you could copy this link here and paste it into your document. There's also another cool feature here in YouTube that you might appreciate, and that is if you see right here there is a start at, and then it says 15 seconds because I right now have my starting point at 15 seconds. If I wanted to select a place in this video that I wanted the students to start from, I could go to that point, let's say right here at the 2-minute mark, right here on the sun. You can see it's changed my link or my start at point to the 2-minute mark. When I select this box, it changes the link to select the 2-minute mark. Now I can click on this, copy that link, bring it back over to my document. Now I'm going to type in the words solar system video, select the words, click the hyperlink button, paste my address, click apply, and now I have the video linked. I want to demonstrate what happens now. I click on the solar system video, it shows the link, and when I click on the link I want you to notice where it starts the video. It starts the video at the 2-minute point, exactly where I ask it to start. So that's a nice way of saving time. When you send the link to the students, you can have it start wherever you want rather than have them start from the beginning of the entire video and then scan forward to where you want them to watch. That is a short example of how you can hyperlink outside resources into your document. At this point, I could share this document with my students and they would have the acceptable use policy right here and a solar system video right here that they could click to and go right to where they wanted. Hopefully you can see all of the possibilities available here in this hyperlinking and find some ways that it will be useful to you both in your interactions with your colleagues and in your interactions with your students. As always, if you have any suggestions for future PDQPDs, please contact me and have a great day.